You know, to be quite honest with you, you really are going to reconnect with yourself, my gorgeous Cancer, right at the beginning of January, like never, ever, ever before. And when I say that you are going to reconnect with yourself like never before, do you know that you are going to come across this situation which is really going to blow you away, but in a positive way? And I mean this in the best way possible, because what are you going to come across? What are you going to see? What is going to blow you away? When I say this, I mean that you really are going to be reminded of something that you have been working on for so long. And or you're going to be reminded of something that means to you so much. But you did not realize, okay, how much this actually means to you and how much this meant to you up until this moment in time. So this, what you're gonna go through, and to be quite honest with you, it's actually going to happen within the first 11 days of January. You know, this is gonna be this important stage when you're gonna go through something so specific, and that's why I'm saying that you're gonna reconnect with yourself like never before. And can I call this like a big moment of discovery about yourself? Absolutely, you need to call this as a big moment of discovery about yourself. Because you're about to tap into something so sacred. You know, there is a reason why this happened within the first 11 days of January. There is a reason why did you come across this, my gorgeous Cancerini. There is a very sacred reason. Just for that particular reason is you're going to have to be reminded, you needed to be reminded of something so important to you, something so personal to you, something so sacred to you, you know. And the best way to be reminded of something is when we come across a certain situation. You know, the way we are affected like the most is when we come across a certain situation which really surprises us. But it really kind of helps us to reconnect to the point where we are reminded of something so specific, something so important to us. And at that moment in time, there is so much which is going to change within. So much, my gorgeous Cancerini. And the bottom line here is, by the time you get to the last 7 days of January, like, oh my God, by the time you get to the last day of January, you are probably going to have the biggest surprise of your life. What an opportunity you're going to have. And you're literally going to have the opportunity to speed all this up. And just remember, it's to do with something that means to you so much. And this is so important because, on another hand, by the time you get to the end of March 2024, you are literally gonna be doing things you were only dreaming about doing. And I'm talking about like such a short period of time here, indeed. And the fact that you have number 12 as your numerology number, you know it around the mid-months of January. It's gonna be fantastic. What are you gonna hear? But it's more about some kind of success and achievement that you are going to have. So number 12, it's signifying the fact that you are going to have a great achievement at around the mid-January. But this achievement is to do with your success. This achievement is to do with something that you have been working on towards for a long time. And this is something that you expected. But it's still going to pleasantly surprise you for two reasons. It's going to be much more successful and much more significant than you possibly could have imagined. And the second thing which is going to surprise you, you're going to be left with absolutely no option but to take this on the next level. Whatever it's going to bring you this success and accomplishment at around the mid-January, you need to take this on the next level. And this is what number 12 means, because all this is literally going to multiply indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Cancerini, my goodness, like all I can say is the month of January, it's really going to surprise you indeed. And when it comes to the actual nutrition and health, I highly recommend you to keep on taking something to boost your immune system, and also you need something for sensitive bones. So this is what I would highly recommend you to boost your immune system. It would be like natural vitamin D3 alongside natural zinc picolinate. And also when it comes to natural vitamin D3, you also need to take something like vitamin K2, which is going to help you with its absorption. So it's a natural vitamin D3, natural K2, and natural zinc picolinate, highly absorbable version of zinc. And also on top of all that, you need something like organic camu camu, which is going to provide you with a natural vitamin C. No synthetic, baby, no synthetic rubbish whatsoever. Okay, ascorbic acid is not natural vitamin C, so therefore I do not recommend it whatsoever. And also when it comes to sensitive bones, you see vitamin D3 is going to be good, of course, alongside what I've already mentioned, but also like a calcium and magnesium, I would highly suggest for that as well. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor or GP. Only they can tell you sorry only they can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications, my gorgeous Cancerini, or not. So now I'm going to start with the very first day, which I think that is going to be really important. And the very first day, it's going to be the very 1st of January. Now, when it comes to the very 1st of January, what you need to remember is as soon as you wake up in the morning, and I hope that you're not going to forget about this, because you may see this after this January passes, but then again, you're going to have a similar message on the 11th of January as well. So if you missed this message, what you're going to have in the morning, the first thing on your mind, if you miss this message on the 1st of January, you're going to have again this message repeating on the 11th of January. But it's really important when it comes to your personal evolution, when it comes to your transition, this message, no matter what this message is, no matter what is the first thing that you have on your mind, you need to take this, you need to consider this really seriously. You need to do something about it. You need to explore it. And I repeat, it doesn't matter what this is, okay? It's important. Why? Because now you need to understand that by the time you get to the 27th and 28th of January, you're going to find yourself on a very, very unusual crossroads again. Really bizarre, unusual, and pretty much so unexpected crossroads. And this crossroads that you're going to find yourself at, well, because you decided to consider that inner message seriously on the 1st of January or the 11th of January, you will see it is all going to be completely normal. Where this has actually taken you and what exactly have you tapped into. Now it's going to bring the whole world of difference when it comes to you finding yourself on this crossroads at around these dates. And because you took this seriously, consider this message seriously, this is gonna be absolutely oh my god, big massive giant mama, this is gonna be absolutely everything, because you will kind of understand that at that moment in time, because this is gonna motivate you to take the completely different path that you would normally take at this stage of your life. So this is why this is brilliant. It's gonna contribute towards you coming out of your comfort zone and making the best possible decision, the best possible choice. And you know what? You're actually going to surprise yourself, my gorgeous Cancerini, pleasantly, because along the way, from these dates that I mentioned until the end of the month, you're going to find out a couple of very interesting things about yourself and a couple of very important new skills that you're going to be so proud of. And these new skills are also part of your new, like a brand new journey. Like a brand new journey, for example. So this is why this is so important. But also, when it comes to the 1st of January, let me tell you, do you know what? You are also, you are going to be feeling a little bit defensive, because, someone is going to be maybe a little bit irritating you, and someone is not going to believe in what you are saying. Somebody is not going to believe in some kind of a vision of yours. But because this is somebody who is close to you, this is going to kind of make you a little bit angry. And also, you're going to find this challenging because it's coming from someone who knows you really well, someone who appreciates you, and you love that person as well. So this is why this is going to be ringing like a little bit differently, okay? So that's why you're going to like kind of be thinking about starting something. You're going to be thinking about starting something. But somebody on the side is going to be like, no, baby, no. And you're going to feel like a little bit like challenged, and you're going to feel like a little bit defensive. And then at the same time, you're just at this stage of your life, you're going to need to accept this, that somebody is not going to be able to understand what you are, maybe the step that you're trying to make, or this is the part of your vision, this is the part of your destiny, this is something that means to you so much. Just remember, you're going to be thinking about starting something, okay? Starting something, but you must accept the fact that maybe certain people or certain person around you will not be able to understand this. So you must not allow this, on another hand, again, to put you back into the corner and that kind of like see something negative about yourself that you actually shouldn't, because this in itself, it's only going to kind of make you think negative. But it's also going to kind of put you like in the mode where you are going to be really, really indecisive. So no matter what's happening, my gorgeous Cancerini, this is your sign that you have to follow your dream. This is to do with your own path. And, it's not necessarily that everybody's actually going to be able to understand you. This is why this is going to be so, so, so important. You have to move forward here, my gorgeous Cancerini, with an open mind. Indeed. The second important date, it's like a giant mammitas. You know why? Because the 2nd of January, I almost said March. My goodness. Sasha, come back to the earth, darling. No, you know what I mean? The 2nd of January, it's actually going to be important already. You know what? Because it doesn't matter what this person is going to say. It doesn't matter how you're going to feel. It doesn't matter what's going to be happening here. Because on the 2nd of January already, you are going to make one important step. The first important move you're already going to make on the 2nd of January. So this is brilliant. So the 1st and the 2nd of January are going to be absolutely brilliantly connected, my gorgeous Cancerini. And the step that you're going to make on the 2nd of January, this is so important. The step that you are going to make, it's going to literally make you to make a first step, walking through this beautiful door here. This is brilliant. And after you make this first step, you will be able to see so much more. You will have some kind of confirmation like so soon in between the 2nd of January and the 12th of January. Already you're going to have a very powerful confirmation that you have done the right thing. This is to do with a clear direction in your life at this stage or at this stage of your journey, being literally provided to you indeed. And yes, something very unexpected is actually going to happen. Something very unexpected is going to happen. It's going to be connected to two things. On one hand, you are going to hear it around that particular time, a very, very annoying problem in your life, like, slowly but surely coming to an end. And you are going to be over the moon, like, yay, you're going to be so happy. And the second thing is, I'm not going to lie to you, you are going to find out some kind of information which is going to, make you wonder, because what you're doing right now, what you're going to decide to do, it's at the same time you're going to realize, oh my God, this is going to be really hard, and this is going to be really hard, and it's going to be long, and it's going to require this, it's going to require that. No, baby, no. No, baby, no. Don't think like that. Just think about the final outcome. Think about the final outcome. Whatever we start in life, whatever we do, we must not be taken back by thinking negatively. Because by thinking negatively or by being afraid, you're just burying yourself into the ground deeper and deeper. So you have to come out and sprout, my gorgeous Cancerini. Indeed, you just have to see things from a different angle. What else I was going to recommend you very strongly would be this absolutely gorgeous Indian bloodstone. Absolutely gorgeous, very, very powerful indeed. Bloodstones Bloodstones are basically one of the most powerful crystals that you can actually get, and bloodstones have been like used throughout the centuries and centuries ago. They would never go into the battle, you know, soldiers, without actually taking a bloodstone, because they believed that the bloodstones would protect them. They believed that the bloodstones would give them the courage. They believed that the bloodstones would like kind of give them the energy, you know, and this is the truth, you know. And they also used to put a bloodstones on top of the grave in order to protect people from the evil spirits as well. So this is something that I highly recommend you. This is an Indian bloodstone. This is brilliant for protection overall. It's brilliant for energy. It's brilliant for the sharpness of the mind. It's brilliant for your own mentality and spirituality. And on top of all that, it's fantastic when it comes to boosting immune system. It's brilliant to balance emotions, and it's also fantastic when it comes to healthy and long life as well. This gorgeous Indian bloodstone, I highly recommend you to wear within the next few months, and this comes with a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. The third, or whatever it is, the 557th important date, 557th important date here. No, I'm joking. I don't know whichever it is anymore. The next important date, okay, I'll do it like that. The next important date, my gorgeous Cancerini, it's on the 15th of January. I really like the 15th of January because you know what I mean? Something is really going to surprise you here. You're really going to have a nice experience here. Really nice and energetic experience you're going to have on 15th of January, and you're really going to be enjoying yourself, and you're going to try something for the first time. You're going to try something you've never tried before, but you're also going to realize something on the 15th of January because of that experience, you know, something is clearly going to move you here, and because of that experience, you know, you are also something it's really going to, you know, that experience is going to remind you like how you need to hurry up with something. But then on another note, that experience is also something it's going to inspire you here. Something is going to be so beautiful. Oh my God, your spirit is going to rise. You are going to feel some energized potential here, and you're going to feel really, really good about it. And that particular thing which is going to inspire you, you're not going to be able to stop thinking. You're not going to be able to stop thinking about it, my gorgeous Cancerini. And the more you think about it, the more things are going to make sense. How much is this actually going to change your life? How much is this actually going to turn your life upside down? And there are so many aspects that this is going to shed a light on, and you're going to start seeing so many things in a completely different light. I absolutely like it, especially when it comes to some kind of like a really sacrifice that you're going to need to make. And you know, that sacrifice, if that happened like about 2 months ago, you would like run on miles, no baby, no, but now you're gonna be, yeah, let's go, you know. So this is brilliant. This is the beginning of a very beautiful change, you know, in your life, you know. And also in between the 15th and the 20th of January, now again, in between the 15th and 20th of January, you're gonna find out a very unusual information, very, very unusual information, strange information, bizarre information, crazy information, ludicrous information, but it's nothing to do with your life. It's to do with something on the outside, something that you've been watching, something that you've been following, something that you've been listening. And this ludicrous information that you're going to find out, it's not going to make sense whatsoever, but somehow you will know that, you know, this is kind of going to confirm to you the importance of what you actually did come across on the 15th of January. If there were any like doubts or anything like that, they are going to disappear at this moment in time indeed. The next thing I was going to recommend you, my gorgeous Cancerini, would be this absolutely gorgeous natural crazy lace agate. Absolutely stunning. It really is so important when it comes to like us wearing this. As soon as we wear this, we are like kind of reminded of the certain things that we need to give more energy towards, or we need to kind of work on, you know. We are reminded of the certain things maybe that we need to give more attention to, that we have been neglecting, and they are just as important important as everything else, you know. Natural crazy lace agate, it's also fantastic because it enhances mental function, it helps with healing of an inner anger and tension, and it creates a sense of security and safety indeed. This comes with a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. The next important date, my gorgeous Cancerini, is going to be on the 20th of January, 20. On the 20th of January, this, oh my god, this is going to mean to you so much. This is really going to surprise you because it's to do with some kind of a justice, like a huge justice from a long time ago, like a really long time ago. So maybe it's to do with something that you've actually even forgotten about, like how long actually it has been since this was going on in your life. So on the 20th of January, you're going to be pleasantly surprised because of this, like kind of like a justice moment. But it's to do with something that happened absolutely ages ago. This is going to make you feel really happy, but it's also going to remind you of a certain memories. There is something that is going to be highlighted in your past that you need to bring into the present moment as well. I don't need to talk to you about this too much because this is going to be absolutely obvious, but the fact, going back to the justice, the fact that you're going to find out about this justice and you're going to be very happy over the moon, it also means like this is going to mean to you so much because I'm sorry, but I see like some kind of a wish of yours is going to come true with this. This is how much this actually meant to you, because you are again going to have a huge reason for celebration, because that was like that is going to be on a personal level very important to you, but also there are certain ideas that you're going to have on your mind that you are going to be able to kind of do now that you weren't able to do before. There is so much that you're going to understand and realize and learn about yourself through this like kind of justice process. It's a lot to do with the karma indeed, but also do not forget what I'm going to say now. The moment in time you find out about this justice, there is some kind of advice that you're also going to be given, the advice, and from somebody nice, somebody okay, but for some reason you're going to find this really patronizing. It's very difficult to explain why, but then by the time you get to mid-February 2024, this advice is completely going to make sense. So any advice you get at around this time, even if you do find it like ridiculous, you know, just kind of like bear with that for a little while, and then you're gonna see it's gonna be making sense very soon indeed. The next important date, my gorgeous Cancerini, it's gonna be on the 31st of January. On the 31st of January, you know, it is like a very kind of important conversation in between you and somebody else. You know, the very powerful connection in between you and somebody else is going to be pretty much so confirmed. You know, I can see two people talking, and I can see two people realizing, oh, you know, their feelings, but it doesn't have to be necessarily love or anything like that. It's just like a genuine, somebody very genuine in your life, you know, you're gonna have a very kind of important conversation with. And that conversation that you're going to have, they will suggest something to you, and maybe how to not hold on too tightly for things. That's what the conversation is going to be about, and that person is right. And it's also that person is going to suggest to you how to save the money, how to save money as well. But this in itself, it's really going to kind of, oh no, it's going to like kind of make you feel a little bit negative, because you're going to find this rather heartbreaking, because you will have to do something that you don't want to do here. But then again, you need to be stronger than that, because what this person is going to be suggesting, this person is 1,000,000% correct, okay? So you need to be stronger with that. What this person is suggesting to kind of think about removing or walking away from has created a very unhealthy and dark and negative attachment in your life. And you need to understand this. You need to be strong. You need to be very strong, okay? Because I'm telling you that in as little as 3 weeks time, you are going to be super delighted. You're going to feel so happy in as little as 3 weeks time, because you have decided to take this advice, which you are going to, you know, seriously. So in already 3 weeks time, this is like kind of, there is going to be a huge confirmation that you're actually going to have. And when it comes to those of you who are in relationship, I mean, this is absolutely one giant mammitas again. When it comes to the actual Cancerinis in relationship, you are really gonna realize at around the 12th and the 13th of January, there are gonna be very, very great news that you are going to have. Very, very great news. You're both gonna be extremely happy with what is going to happen. And the news that you're going to have, on one hand, it's going to mean to you so much, because now you will see this is a big reward for something that you have both been working on. But also on another hand, you will understand that your vision, my gorgeous Cancerini, slowly but surely becoming your reality. This is going to be big, because by the time this month of January comes to an end, you are going to make an enormous step, an enormous move, my gorgeous Cancerini, in order to transform your life. Wow, the rain is so strong, like really, really strong. The rain is so strong. Okay, this is a good sign of transformation, and it's also going to be like a spiritual cleansing for both of you because of everything that you have actually been through. Absolutely remarkable months for the couples. And when it comes to those of you who are single and ready to mingle, my gorgeous Cancerini, this is absolutely crazy. How many people, how many horoscope signs are having like a little bit of a similar thing, especially when it comes to singles. It's a lot to do with the beginning of the year, and it's a lot to do with the number one. Number one really kind of pushes you to express yourself. It pushes you to be yourself. It pushes you to face your fears and to face things. It pushes you to be honest with yourself. So what's going to happen, my gorgeous Cancerini, is that you are also going to see somebody, or you're going to be reminded of somebody just randomly, and somebody who you used to be with, or somebody who you used to like, somebody who you used to fancy, and then you're going to realize, oh God, you know, I still like this person. So you're going to be reminded of the fact that you still have a person for somebody who you shouldn't, and this was subconsciously draining you. It was draining your strength, it was draining your energy, and by you acknowledging this at this stage of your life, you're going to have your energy returned. You're going to have your energy back. You just need to say, oh no, I need to let you go. You need to let this person go in your mind so you can move on. The reason why you're going to realize that you still have a little bit of feeling for somebody who you shouldn't, it's because you just need to do directly opposite. You need to acknowledge this within yourself, and as soon as you acknowledge this within yourself, you will close the door that they don't need to be open towards that person, but you will open the door that will let somebody new into your life. And it's going to happen really, really quickly. You believe me or not, but you still subconsciously fancying someone. You did not allow somebody new into your life. For example, so far it was preventing you to set the certain boundaries. It was preventing you to make brave moves when you should need a brave move, and it was preventing you to kind of float towards your own happiness where you can find somebody new. So this is why this is so important indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Cancerini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.